Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and fake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. We ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Burrow going for it on fourth. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Bad move.
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Steps away. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. After the sack on first down,
Willis.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. He didn't get there.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow from his own end zone. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Boyd. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. He's got the first down and more.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
He gets this one to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just...
Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Burrow on play action.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
19 Lions.
Willis to throw on second. This pass complete to Melton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
77 Wilson.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 average. 60.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The Titans at 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, check that. Check that.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. There to make the grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
70 Lions. Ready.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Here we go.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
No, Reed, no.
The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10, Willis.
And this throw will be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's Boyd.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Now receiver in motion left.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Willis now off play action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And this is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Third down, it's Willis.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This goes out wide from Nixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run the option. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And the Bengals grab it. Does the big boy have the juice?
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action with Willis.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 29 yards.
And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Willis will try and throw for this.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken way up at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter.
Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 60, at the 60.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Traylon Burks,
52 yards.
and the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Roger McCreary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack